sort of now know not to underestimate, never to underestimate the Peak District. Good morning. We're doing something slightly different today. Gonna go and visit the B29 Super Fortress crash site up near Bleaklow. So we've parked in the Snake Woodland car park. We're just gonna make our way through the woods. Oh, hello, the path's a bit. And then find the path that goes up to the crash site. I'm just going to walk up there, have a look around, get lunch, and then come back. So there's not like a huge adventure plan today. We just wanted to pop out and have a look at the plane crash because we haven't been there before. I only recently found out it was even there. So that's the plan. Catch you in a bit. Pretty sure at this point that the path that I was looking at on the US map doesn't exist. Supposed to be a permissive footpath. We've just kind of been winding our way next to the river for a while. I need to get the map out and have a look, figure out where we are, because I'm not sure how to get back up to the road at the minute. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, I think we've re-found the path. Talking to the camera. Okay, I think we've re-found the path. I don't know where it split off from what we were following, but I guess we'll find out on the way back. No, okay. There's just a bunch of different paths through the woods, I think. So we've got a little bit of a road walk up ahead, a little bit, and then we'll look for the path leading up to the crash site. And hopefully don't get lost in a valley again. So one pretty unpleasant thing about the walk so far is there's just loads of rubbish in the woodlands. It seems like people come and wild camp here, except they don't follow any of the wild camping rules. They're definitely not leaving no trace. It seems sometimes they're leaving entire tents, fire pits that they don't tidy up after themselves. It baffles me, really baffles me. And then it looks like people also just dump truckloads of tyres that they can't be bothered to get rid of down off the road into the woods as well. Pretty frustrating. So yeah, that's upset me a bit. But we'll just try and enjoy the rest of the walk. Really wish I brought bin bags, but just the amount of rubbish, you'd need a lot of bin bags. So that's several campsites worth of crap. So yeah, I don't know what the answer is. side of Snake Road now. I think we're going the right way. I don't really know. Sure, the whole adventure so far has been a little bit like, where's the path? We're just gonna guess. So I think we're heading the right way. Let's get the map out and try and have a ponder. But we're still moving. It's just getting a bit moist out here. Clouds coming in. Catch you later. It's the middle of July. Alright, the path we were on pretty much came to an end. And I couldn't really figure out where to go with the cloud all around, so we've just taken a compass bearing and come back to the Pennine Way. Because that seemed like the safest thing to do. And we're going to continue up and see if we can find the wreckage via coming up the Pennine Way, I guess. It's just I'm not experienced enough to be trying to find the wreckage across open moorland in these conditions. So just gonna walk up and see what we can find. We're heading back. Probably talk a bit more when we do get back to the car. Just visibility is like nothing up there. Wind was quite high up there. The rain was just constant. Just didn't really seem worth it. I didn't really feel safe trying to navigate. So we're just gonna go back and try and get up there another day when I'm in a better frame of mind, and maybe it's not quite as well, a grey out up here. Shit happens, I guess. Okay, we're not too far from the car. So we probably could have got there, probably. But the point of going up there was to visit it and look at the crash site and I guess appreciate the tragedy of 13 people dying on a routine flight. And I think if we'd gone up there today, it would have been pretty much, we would have got there, seen it, turned around and come straight back, because the weather was just miserable. And trying to like stay in one place for too long, we would have just got too cold. Wouldn't really have been able to stop anywhere to eat any food, because we would have just got too cold. So we'll just get back another day when we're better able to experience it, I suppose. Which is a shame, because when the weather's grey, not so many people are out, and when the weather's better, I think the crash site can be really busy, which isn't ideal, but oh well. Lessons learned. So we're just gonna go back and eat our sandwiches, I think is the plan. Hey, back home. I've showered, got warm clothes on, and I've had to think about today. I don't feel bad that we turned back, so that indicates that it probably was the right decision. I'm just not experienced enough up there in that kind of weather, really, to be confident that we were going to be safe. So I had no way of knowing whether we would have been okay if we'd kind of kept plugging along. We'd found a path that went off towards the crash site, but visibility was just, it got so bad, we could barely see like 4 meters in front of us. The rain was sideways, it was miserable, and I wasn't really interested in being out there anymore. Like, it just wasn't really worth it. So I'm not gonna beat myself up, I don't think, about the fact we turned back. It was an experience, and I feel like I learned quite a lot from it. I need to get some other bits of gear. I think I don't own any waterproof trousers, which would have been really helpful. And I think I might need a better coat, maybe. Just little bits that would have made things more comfortable and bearable. And it's always good for me personally to experience that kind of weather, because I sort of now know not to underestimate, never to underestimate the Peak District, because it looks fine here in Sheffield, but up there it can be completely different. So I just really need to make sure going forward that we are always completely prepared for any type of weather up there, because it can change so quickly. And I don't think I'd fully taken that on board, despite being fairly familiar with the peaks at this point. So I wanted to put the video together anyway, because I feel like at the very least it's useful for me to look back on this and re-examine the lessons I learned, I suppose. But hopefully the next few hikes will be more successful. If you are interested in keeping up with hiking videos, they'll be weekly. I am training towards ultramarathons, so I will be trying to sort of document my training process, although I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about that at the minute. But the idea is there'll be trail running videos, hopefully once a month, at least, maybe a bit more often. And there'll be wild camping and wild swimming videos happening as often as I can do those things. So they'll be a bit more sort of sporadic, but the hike videos will be weekly. So if you're interested in keeping up with that kind of stuff, then feel free to subscribe. And I will catch you next time.